Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing again. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, Alpha. Right there in the middle, 55. Push him back.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Mike, 57. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check, Mike.
They go play action with Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And he's got Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Zoom, zoom. 4th down, even.
Play action. It's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw again on second down. Dalton. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Buying time to his left, and that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So Dalton now. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good job, team.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a toss play, it's Breida. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shane Ray able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton sets up play action. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's
he's taken down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Being chased out left. Brought in left side by Snead. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Bengals grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day. All day. 52's the mic.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be there. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tavon Young in on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Breida. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals have recovered it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Bengal first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here you go, Cam. Hey, dude.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
And now to the air, Dalton. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Any day. Mark 55. Mark 55. You're trapped. You're trapped.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 40. Mike 40.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
Dalton wants to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Check 9. Check. Recon. 132 fighter.
24. Check 24.
And hot.
Switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go play action now. Jackson.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Good job.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.